Hello, I'm Belkis Perez. Thanks for tuning in to Coral Gables Television. Today on Coral Gables Now, crews are hard at work building a residential senior community in the heart of Coral Gables. Wait until you see all the amenities the palace will offer. Plus, good news for those who receive Social Security benefits. Your benefits will be increasing. We'll tell you by how much. The Junior Orange Bowl Committee is celebrating the 50th anniversary of its tennis tournament. We'll tell you how it's become one of the most prestigious tournaments for children. And there is a new hotspot in Coral Gables to drink, dine, and unwind. We'll have those stories and much more on Coral Gables Now. It starts right now. And welcome to Coral Gables Now. I'm Belkis Perez. Now, seniors in Coral Gables and around the nation will be seeing a little bit extra money in their Social Security checks. That's because Social Security Administration just announced a cost of living increase. And joining us to talk about that is Maria Diaz from Social Security. Thank you so much, Maria, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So this is brand new information coming, and basically for the first time since 2009, they're offering a cost of living increase. Tell me about that increase.
That is correct. It was approved, the 3.6% increase to all beneficiaries of Social Security, including supplemental security income. So whether you get retirement, survivors benefits, widows, children's benefits, whatever type of benefits you receive from Social Security, you will have a 3.6% increase effective January.
Well, that's great news for seniors, especially those who live on a fixed income, which is the majority of them. So how does that translate? What was the process, and why was that decided this year?
Okay. Every year, well, actually 2 years ago was the first time we didn't have a cost of living. Since 1979,
Oh, really?
Social Security had received an income every January. And it's determined by the Consumer Price Index. They look at the products that increase. I mean, it's a complicated formula from September of one year to September of the next. They work on the fiscal year. And then depending on the consumer products increase, they determine how much is the percentage of cost of living. And Social Security then puts that percentage over to the checks, effective with the January of the following year. And 2 years ago, it was determined that there was no increase in inflation. I always say, I don't know where they looked. That's what was determined, and then they had no increase for 2 years. So it was just September finished, and they looked at the increases and then determined that we were entitled, or beneficiaries were entitled, to a 3.6 increase effective with January.
Okay, so in the January check, seniors should start seeing, beneficiaries should start seeing that.
Right. And Belkis, I do want to tell them it's automatic. They don't have to call us. They don't have to request it. They don't have to fill out forms. In some prior years in the past, I remember there was a year where there was some fraud involved. People would be calling, scammers would be calling people and telling them, we need to verify some information in order to get you your increase. No, we have all the information we need, and everybody will receive that. So if somebody calls you saying they're from Social Security, they're not. And we normally send a letter out sometime this month. They're going to receive a letter telling them exactly how much the 3.6 means to them, and letting them know that it won't be in that January check.
That's a good point. And as you said, what it means to residents here in Coral Gables, what's the average amount of a check throughout Social Security, and what would it mean, that increase to beneficiaries?
This year in the nation, the average Social Security retirement check is $1,186. That's in 2011. For next year, it'll be $1,229. So that is a 43% increase. Of course, some people may get more, some less, depending on how much their Social Security check is. But it averages out to about $43 in the nation for the average retirement person.
Okay, and there's already some people who are concerned because they're saying, yes, we're getting a 3% increase, 3-something and change, but then, Medicare might increase their premiums as well, and so they might not see that great difference that they'd be getting.
And that is true, because Medicare has always increased. I think for as long as I can remember, they've increased their premiums every year. Maybe there was one year they didn't, but there's always an increase. In the last 2 years, we were talking a little bit before the program started, I think it increased $4 one year and then $5 the next. So it probably will increase next year. We still don't know those amounts. But yes, the Medicare premium increase can take part of this 3.6% because the premiums are deducted from the beneficiary's monthly checks.
But we still don't know, and so it's still too early to,
Right.
find
And
out.
it will most likely increase. I just don't think it's going to increase that much where it's going to take, a big
43.
And also because some of the people with lower income have Medicaid, or they have some of the programs that are by the state, they're to help pay for the Medicare premium, so those people will not be affected because they don't pay for the premiums the state of Florida does. So take in mind that some of the lower income or lower income people will not be affected if the Medicare premium increases because they don't pay for the premium.
Okay. And also, switching here for a second, but it is related, open enrollment for Medicare, has it been extended, or is just a new window that's open up?
I'm confused. They even confused me. I think it's a little bit extended, and they made it earlier, so it's kind of confusing because before it started later. This year it started October 15th.
Right.
So which is earlier than ever, but it's also ending earlier. It's ending December 7th, so it's important that people know that right now is the time to look into your plan, whether you're comfortable with the Part C plan that you have, which is the HMOs, or the prescription drug programs. This is the time to change because you can only do it now. You have to do it between October 7th and October 15th and December 7th. So it's important that everyone that has Medicare look at their plan, see what the changes are for 2012, make sure that you're comfortable with the changes that are coming to your plan, and if not, change, because this is the opportunity. You have only until December 7th to make your decision and switch from plans.
Now, there is something that's called Extra Help, which helps with those Medicare premiums. Tell me about that.
The Extra Help program with the prescription drugs is an excellent program, and we know a lot of people could be eligible and aren't filing for it. And it's for people that have some limited income and resources. I'm not going to give the amounts because there are a lot of exceptions, and if you support somebody else, the incomes are higher, but it's a lot higher than they are for like Medicaid and other programs. So if you're listening, contact Social Security. The Extra Help, you file with the Social Security Administration, and it can pay for your Part D premiums, your deductible, and your premiums for the Medicare, for the prescription drug program. It's an excellent program, and it's administered through Social Security. You file with us. So I would love everybody to at least contact us, go online and see if you can be eligible.
And that's through socialsecurity.gov.
Through socialsecurity.gov.
Okay. All right, and I've got to say that if you have any questions on Medicare enrollment, if you are concerned or you really don't know what plan to switch to, we here at the Youth Center, we have a great connection with Shine. We have a Shine volunteer that actually has an office at our Youth Center, and they have, I think it's Tuesdays and Fridays. But in any event, you can call 305-460-5609 to set up an appointment to see that Shine counselor, and I'm sure they can help as well.
Because it's my understanding they're wonderful.
Yeah.
They really are wonderful. They even complete the applications for the Extra Help.
Oh, they do too.
So they do it for us, and they can do them online, which is great because they do them directly with our site.
Okay.
So if they can go and file with the Shine volunteers, they can help them with anything related to insurance, Medicare, helping with them pick the group plans, making comparisons with HMOs. They are a wonderful resource, and they're not trying to sell anything. They're through Alliance for Aging. I mean, I would never recommend somebody that was trying to sell something. It's through Alliance for Aging, and all they want is for people to be informed and get the right information. So you have them in your city, and they are wonderful. Take advantage of that.
Okay, so that's a great source that we've got there. And so basically, just to recap, 3.6% starting January 2012, and also open enrollment runs until December 7th. So if you want any more information, you can again go see the Shine counselor at the Youth Center, 405 University Drive. You can call for an appointment at 305-460-5609, or you can get all that same information on the Social Security website. That's www.socialsecurity.gov. Thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate you coming. And there's much more to come on Coral Gables Now. We still have a senior living facility that is coming to Coral Gables. It's an amazing place. It's being built right now. We're going to take you inside and see some of those beautiful amenities that they're going to offer. We'll be right back.